Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Elaina, aka Lady Smash, and I'm back today with another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be planting some seeds, y'all. We're in my kitchen because it's cold outside and your girl's not trying to freeze, alright? So today is February, gosh, what is today? February 3rd, I want to say. It's February 3rd. And I want to go ahead and get some seeds started today. I am going to be putting them in my greenhouse, and so I want to see how this is going to work with this still being just a little bit cold outside. We have, like, y'all can see the temperature. It's 4 o'clock right now, and it's 40, what does that say, 48 degrees. That's cold for me, y'all. But anyway, I want to see if these seeds are going to germinate. How quickly they'll germinate. I don't have a space inside my garage to be able to do this. I have a grow light, but it's like one small grow light. If you've been following me, you kind of saw like what I bought. I bought like a heat mat, and then I bought like this grow light, but it's only good enough for like a small amount of plants, or seedlings I should say. So if I just had this one tray that I was working with, it would probably be even smaller than this. It would probably be more ideal to use that. But since that's the only grow light, and I don't plan on investing in any grow lights anytime soon, any more grow lights anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just stick them out in the greenhouse, and we'll see how they fare. Usually I wait until the frost is over, and then I'll start planting seedlings. I'll keep them in the greenhouse and stuff like that. But I want to see if I can get some to germinate just a little bit earlier this time, so I can have a little bit more of a harvest this year. I also want to do some succession planting this year, so I want to go ahead and start getting some of the cold weather plants or seeds planted now, so I can still take advantage of the kind of cooler weather while we still have it. So we are going to start off with my seed trays here. If you remember from my previous video, these were out in the greenhouse all winter long. I mean, it's still winter right now, but since the last time I used them, they were outside and just really dirty. So I went ahead and washed them with some bleach water, the tray as well. If you remember, I had 2 of these trays. I forget how many cells are in this, but it does come with 2 of these trays for this one tray here. And then it comes with, of course, the cover that goes over it, which we will also use because it is still cold. So I'm definitely going to be covering this stuff even though it's still going out in the greenhouse, and see how it fares. But like I was telling y'all, some of the cells are just really no good. So what I went ahead and did was just cut them out, and this, like, is the bottom. This is the result of it. But I wanted to go ahead and cut them out so I can actually see, as I'm putting the seed starting mix in, which cells are the good cells and which cells are not. I don't know if you can kind of tell there. Yeah, you can see through it there. So yeah, I just didn't want to have any extra seed starting mix just hanging out in these damaged cell trays. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one though, because I didn't wind up having to cut anything off of this one, and I'll check the other 2. I'll probably just leave this one as like the emergency one if I wind up needing it. But yeah, it didn't make sense for me to leave them on there. They were really janky looking. Some of them were just torn up already. So I just went ahead and snipped them off, right? So I have my seed starting mix here. This was also out in the sun in the greenhouse, which is why it's so weather worn and faded. But of course I kept a little clip on it to keep it closed. So I'm definitely going to be sterilizing this mix. I have some hot water on boiling now that I'm gonna be adding to this just to sterilize this mix so that we don't get any like bugs or anything like that in there. And like I said, I'm gonna keep it covered, so hopefully they won't get in there while they're outside. I don't know. That was just my thought process. I don't know. I think I confused leaving, growing them inside with growing them outside. Anyway, I'm using boiling hot water. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so seeds that I'm planting today. I'm gonna plant all of these today. I do have some peppers that I want to start, but I may start those indoors. I just might start them indoors. We'll see. I may plant a couple in this thing just to see what happens. But peppers like heat. And so I don't know. I don't think they're going to do very well if I decide to stick them out in the greenhouse. So this is what we're planting today. Some garlic chives. We have some of the red globe onion. These are from, is this from True Leaf Market? I think I want to say I got these from True Leaf. Mountain Valley Seeds is where I got this one. It's the red globe onion. I want to plant quite a few onions. We have some leeks. I tried to do these leeks last year with no luck. These are the ping tongue long eggplants that I tried last year, as well as the Casper. It grew, but it seems like they needed more time to grow, and I ran out of time. You know, the season was over, and so I never got a chance to experience any of these. So I definitely want to plant these to see how they come out, because I really enjoy this one. There's this dish that I get from the Chinese restaurant that I absolutely love that calls for these kind of eggplants. So I'm really, really excited to grow these. I hope they grow this year. This was a new variety for me. I just saw it. It was white. I've never seen a white eggplant before, so I just figured I'd try it. So we're going to be planting those. And of course we have the regular Black Beauty eggplant that we all know and love. Also want to try some celery. Not had any success with the celery. I can get it to sprout, but then it dies on me. So we're going to try it again this year and see what we can get out of the celery. I've got some yellow onion that I'm going to try out again. I don't think that any of my onion seeds made it either. I wound up buying seed sets. What is it called? Onion sets last year, and those did pretty well. But I felt like I threw a lot of them away. So I want to go ahead and start them from seed to see what we can get from the seed, because I didn't like that whole throwing away all of those starts. I don't like that business. I have some echinacea here. I want to go ahead and plant broccoli. Remember, y'all, I was telling y'all I want to do brassicas this year. So I want to try out some broccoli, some Brussels sprouts, some cabbage, and of course I'm going to do more collards. And then the last thing I have is just some thyme. Okay, so those are all the seeds that I plan on planting today. I do have quite a few more seeds that I want to plant, but this is what we're just going to start with today. I did want to let you guys know that this does not have to be expensive. This is bothering me. This does not have to be an expensive setup or anything. Of course, I get a lot of my stuff from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is a great place to start your gardening adventure. Get all kinds of stuff there. So you can even get seeds at the Dollar Tree. If you haven't seen my seed haul, go check it out. I'll try to leave it up here for you guys to go check out, or in the description box below. Yeah, they've got seeds out now, y'all. They've got them out now, and from what I can remember, they were actually out all year. So, and they're for $4. It's like, I don't know what else is still $1 at the Dollar Tree, but the seeds are still for $1. So you can get them from there. They also have tools. You can get your spoons, your shovels. This happens to be a transplanting shovel, but this was just the first one I grabbed for this project. You can also get gloves from the Dollar Tree, your buckets to help mix stuff in. They have pots there, all kinds of different stuff, y'all. They have the seed starting pots as well. Now I do have some of those, and probably for some of the bigger plants, I will go ahead and, matter of fact, I'll probably just wait until I pot them. But some things I do like to start in those little brown pots that you get from the Dollar Tree. And you can either toss them, or you can save them and wash them and reuse them until they break down, just like these. So yeah, but the seed starting mix, oh, you can also get, I think you can also get seed starting mix there. I know you can get soil from the Dollar Tree. I've never bought soil from the Dollar Tree, so I don't know how good it is, but I know that you can get it there. And I think there is seed starting mix there, but I go to Home Depot for my seed starting mix, and any kind of dirt or fertilizers or anything like that. I go to Home Depot for that stuff. But anything else little that I can get, I'll definitely go to Dollar Tree and get it to save a few bucks. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna add some of the seed starting mix to this container here. I'm gonna add the boiling hot water, mix it up, let it cool off. We'll put them into our cell trays, and then we'll get to planting. So let's do it. I'm gonna bring y'all in a little bit closer so y'all can see what I'm doing step by step. Alright, so I just have some water from my kettle here. I'm just gonna go ahead and add it in. I'm gonna take my little shovel here and I'm just gonna mix it up. I'm probably gonna have to add some more water to it, but we just want to add a little bit at a time. I don't want it to be like super saturated or anything. We just want it to be nice and moist. So if you're new to gardening, if you're like a newbie or whatever, and you're wondering why I'm adding hot water to this seed starting mix, it's because it will kill off any bacteria in here. So it's been my experience with using this seed starting mix sometimes, well, what I should say is in previous years. I've used the seed starting mix and then I just added some water to it, and then just having it indoors, fungus gnats start appearing. And so to alleviate any kind of you know, bugs being born or anything into this mix, and with my little seedlings in here, I'm adding the hot water to kill off any eggs or any, you know, anything that might be in the soil that might compromise my soil. So, but like I said, I'm still putting this outside, so you know, I don't know if this is really beneficial for me to do this since I'm not doing the seedlings indoors, but you know what, it's okay. I'm just gonna do it. It'll be nice and sterile and clean for the seedlings. Alright, so I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of there, but it is pretty hot still. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes and let it cool off before I start adding it to my cell trays and adding the seeds to it, because we ain't trying to cook our seeds. We want them to grow. So yeah, this is nice and combined now. You see it's still a little crummy though, which is what I want. So that's good. And then if we have to mix up another batch, we will. Okay? But we're gonna start here. Alright, so I'm gonna let that cool and I'll be back. Alright y'all, so we should be good to go. I waited about 30 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty much cooled off now. There's some areas that's still just a little warm, but it's not hot like how it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my gloves on now, and we are going to start filling these trays. All right, y'all, so we've got our tray set up. Well, the one tray set up for now, and we'll work on the next one in a bit, because I think I'm gonna have to make some more of the seed starting mix, so I'll wait to do that. But we'll go ahead and start adding in our seeds now. And I do need to get my labels too. I'll be right back. Let me go get those, because we gotta label our stuff. You can't just be planting seeds and then you don't remember what you planted, right? So be right back. All right, y'all, so I got my labels. And another thing I wanted to tell y'all about the labels, you can also buy labels at the Dollar Tree. This is what they look like, okay? And they come 10 in a pack. Now, I just bought these off of Amazon. As you can see, they're like, let me take it out. They're just like these little things here, plastic things here. And I'm gonna use these for my cell trays this time, because these are much longer, as you can see, even, and it's wider. This is easier for me to be able to put the greenhouse, well, the dome back on top of this. I tried this out last year, and these are definitely too big, and so I can put this in just like this. As you can see, it goes down the whole way of the cell, and then it still gives me clearance to be able to put the dome on there securely, because these will not allow for that. So I picked these up on Amazon. I'll leave a link if anyone's interested in these down in the description box below. But like I said, these can be found at Dollar Tree, and I always buy these anyway. I like these a lot because I can use like a Sharpie marker and then use like 70 or 90% alcohol and isopropyl alcohol, and then it'll like wipe off the Sharpie marker, and then I can reuse them. So I still buy some every year, because just some of them, you know, they get janky, some of them, but for the most part they do hold up. I think they're really, really good. It has enough space where you can like write and then read whatever it is you want to write on there. So I don't know, I just really like those, but I needed something to be able to label this. I didn't want to use paper. I see a lot of people will put their dome on top of their seed tray, and then we'll have a paper on there, and then it'll be like a chart of what they have in here. But this is going outside in my greenhouse, and so I didn't want to put paper for fear that it may blow away, or, you know, just get detached and it might get rained on, and then I'm not gonna know what's what. So I bought these instead so that I can mark my seedlings appropriately. And so another thing that I purchased from Amazon was this garden marker. Now, as I said before, I was using Sharpie, which you can still use and buy at Dollar Tree. But this marker right here is permanent ink, and it's fade and water resistant, environmentally friendly. And so I'm hoping that this works a little bit better this year, because sometimes by the time the season is over, with the sun beating down so hard on everything, it kind of fades out the writing on the plant label, on some of them anyway. And so if you watch Miss Renee's Garden, she's the one that actually put me onto this marker, and she says it works really great. So I figured I would give it a try and see if it works out for me. This is the, like I said, on Amazon. I'll leave a link down below if anyone's interested in this. This marker, I'm sure it's going to work out really good. So I'm going to be using this, because when these get planted outside, I'm just going to take these labels, this label here, and probably use it outside as well. I'll still use the Dollar Tree ones too, but for this project here, we're using these. So enough rambling. Let's get started with our seeds. Let's get started planting, y'all, because I know that's what you're here for. Probably gonna speed this part up just because I have so many seeds that I want to plant, and I don't want to be here all day. I don't want to make this video too long. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, you guys, so I am done with this side. I have to now build this side. I think I do have to make a little bit more seed starting mix, so it's gonna take me like another little half an hour or so to you know, have this mixed up and let it cool off before I can put it in here. But I will come back once I have filled this up and then planted the rest of these seeds. The only ones I have left here are these, the chives, the thyme, the collards, and the echinacea. Now I'll probably try to find a couple more things to put in these cell trays, because I'm not going to fill up this cell tray with all of just this. So I'll probably find just a few more seeds to go ahead and plant, but once I've done planting everything, I will come back and show you guys what I've done. Okay, so let me get this going. Okay, you guys, so I have all of my seeds planted. You can see what everything is right here. Okay, this is where I stopped. So the labels are put in, and then the seeds are behind the labels. So all of this area here is still free area. I couldn't really figure out anything else that I wanted to plant right now in the cell trays. I did go ahead and plant some lettuce here and some parsley. Now, because these are like leafy, I don't want to be fighting with them from a cell tray, so I just put it in these bigger potting, what are these called, seed starting pots. These are the pots that I was talking about that Dollar Tree carries. They come in, I want to say these small ones come in a pack of 10, and then these bigger ones come in like a pack of 4 or 6 or something like that. But I have a bunch of these, and I just reuse them every year. This is what I started off with before I bought the cell tray. The cell tray was like an experiment for me last year, and it worked out, so I'm just continuing with the cell tray. Like I said, when this one and the other one I have breaks, I will probably invest in another one of the other ones that I bought in my seed haul. You'll see it. It's more durable plastic, and it's a smaller tray. But anyway, this is what I have done, and so I'm gonna put this out in the greenhouse on the side that's not falling down. And we're gonna let it sit out there, and we're gonna let it do its thing. I'm definitely gonna cover it with the dome that comes with this to keep them nice and insulated in here. And of course, I'll put a little bit of water in the bottom. These will go into the plastic shoe boxes that I had from last year. If you're following me, if you've been following me, then you know that I started off with these, and then I would have these in the plastic shoe containers that you find in Dollar Tree. So that's what these will go in for the meantime until we can get some sprouts and get them transplanted. But yeah, you guys, this is pretty much it. So these are my starts for today as of February 3rd, 2023. This is what I'm starting off with. Hopefully we'll have a good season this year. I'm looking forward to growing, you know, all the brassicas this year, and in my my new garden beds out there. Looking forward to really getting a nice harvest and starting off on a better you know, having a better journey this year, I guess I could say. So yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to ring the doorbell, that like button on your way out, and definitely subscribe to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome. Hope you like it over here. I'm just sharing my experiences as a newbie gardener. This is my 3rd year gardening, and I've just been really loving it. And so if you want to join me on my journey, if you just kind of want to watch, hang around, hang out, subscribe to the channel and hit the like button for your girl. And I'm gonna see y'all in my next video. Y'all take care, happy gardening, and I'm sending y'all so much love, peace, and light. Bye, y'all.